guys.
Doobie 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 doo. Doobie 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 Sophie vlogs.
So I've been thinking a lot about reading, and I've just realised that I've read some really great things this year. It's nearly June, which means it's nearly halfway through the year, which is really, really weird and scary, because where has this year gone? I don't know. I was going to do a sort of mid-year book review, and then I thought, instead, I'd do like a post-graduation book review. I really loved my time at university, but I definitely got in a bit of a reading rut as a result of it. I read so much stuff for my course that a sort of fun reading got put to one side, and it took me a little while after graduating to actually start doing that again. If you asked me what my favourite books were, even a few months after graduating, I would have said a lot of things that were stuff that I had studied. So I would have said like Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, and I would have said Margaret Atwood, obviously, because I love her eternally. But I also probably would have said Jane Eyre and this sort of stuff, which I really like studying and I really like talking about because I find them very interesting. But when I actually think about them, they're not my favourite books. But because I was so immersed in university life and in university reading, I kind of forgot about the fact that I could just read for fun. And this last maybe 6 months, 6 or 8 months, I've read some really great things, and it's been great, and it's really given me back my enthusiasm for reading. So I thought I'd do a share video, really. I'd share some cool books, and that would be that. So here we go. This is in no particular order. It's mostly just off of memory. I'm like, if it stays with me in my mind, it must be really good. Rainbow Rowell was a wonderful discovery experience. I read Eleanor and Park by her, which, oh my god, I love that book so much. Just the hand holding. That's not how you hold hands, that's how you clap. Eleanor and Park was wonderful. It was comic books and music and like geeky little references, and then just this lovely, lovely love story, and just the writing, and it was so fun, and I just read it, and that was one of the first books that I read, because immediately after finishing my course, I started reading Anna Karenina, if that's how you say it, which took me fucking ages. Maybe reading massive Tolstoy novel immediately after finishing my university course wasn't the best idea. So Eleanor and Park was one of the first books I read after I graduated, where I was like, this is just so much fun, and it was great. So I also actually physically bought, that was on my Kindle, I physically bought Fangirl, which was also just adorable, and I'm kind of in love with Kath and with Levi, and you know when you're like in love with a couple, not in a weird way, but just, well, it might be in a weird way, just in a, I just want to read / watch you guys interact forever. Like, I don't need to be a part of it. I'm not like, you know, like you are, sometimes you're in love with fictional characters and you're like, I love you. I just want to like watch them, which sounds super creepy now I say it out loud, but I do. I just like all of their interactions, and I just want to like, just want there to be more of it. Just want to like put them in a box and be like, yeah, you guys. This got really weird very quickly. Let's move on. Also on Kindle was Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Oh my god. This is what this entire video is going to be. It's going to be me saying the title and me just going, oh my god. Aristotle and Dante, just, you know, like sometimes books get like hooks into your heart and soul. That one has hooks in there. I cried so hard. Like, no spoilers at all. No spoilers for this entire video. But the end was just slightly cathartic, and I just really connected to it, and I just wept. That was wonderful. So good. So good. Oh, so good. Book number 3 is The Princess Bride, which, if you've seen you might have seen the film, which is super good and super fun. I love the film, and the book is just like the film, so it's still great. It's just a lot of fun, except for, okay, I have this thing about books, and I had this with Pride and Prejudice because I got very into the Lizzie Bennet diaries. So by the time I actually read Pride and Prejudice, it's like you read it and it's like you've met up with an old friend after a really long time, you haven't seen each other for ages, and they start telling you all this stuff about themselves, and you're like, oh, I've never seen you in that way before. And it's like, it's still the same person, and it's still, you know, you still have all of the same feelings towards them because they are the person that you like and they're your friend. But there's just this extra layer to them of like more detail, and you get like a better understanding of them, and you see things slightly differently, because that's what happens with this, is it has the extraness to it. So it's like coming home to an old friend, but finding out stuff about the old friend that you never knew before. And so I really liked it. It was lots and lots of fun. So that was really good. All of the books that I've talked about so far were ones that were actually recommended to me by Leah, who I have talked about on this channel before. There'll probably be a link somewhere to her channel. She's cool. She's also a very talented writer herself. And if you read my blog, you will know that I literally do not shut up about how much I love her books. And I've written copious posts on them, because I just don't stop talking about it, because they're really, really good. My favourite one, which is hard to decide upon, but I'm narrowed it down to the fact that I'm pretty sure my favourite one is Losing Kit, which is kind of like a love story, kind of like a childhood sweethearts that they broke up and then they sort of enter into each other's life again, and there's stuff going on, and it's like renegotiating that relationship and that sort of thing. I love it so much. It has like tiny, again, Aristotle and Dante, like tiny hooks in my heart. And you can get it for free. There'll be a link below for you to do that. But recommending that one because that was gorgeous. And also this one, Harley's Angels, which is kind of like if Buffy, like especially early Buffy with the proper Scooby Gang and everything, Buffy meets like Supernatural, meets like general goodness, I don't know. It's like a supernaturally fun, let's stop vampires from taking over the world kind of thing, which I like. I'm a sucker for. So they are both really, really good. There's also, I have talked about this book so much before on this channel, but I finally read I'll Give You the Sun. I finally read it. It was really, really good. It's told through the perspectives of twins, which is Noah and Jude, but at different time points in their lives, so you alternate perspectives. Noah's my favourite perspective in this. Noah and Jude are both artists in different ways, and they both view the world in a very artistic way. Noah's narration is, there's a lot of metaphors. I personally found it really nice to read because I liked just going with the words, the way the sentences just flowed together, all the beautiful imagery. I was very just liking the experience of it, whereas I can see how that might annoy some people, so you might not like this, but I loved it. And also, it's pretty again, look at all of this prettiness. You can't see any of the prettiness, but it's freaking beautiful, I promise. Also mentioned previously on this channel is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which, oh my god, I love this book so much. I just love all of these books. That's just what this video is. It's just me going, I love this book so much. But I do. This one is just gorgeous. It's, I said before, two teenagers who go to the same school, but they don't know who each other are in real life, corresponding via email, getting to know each other, and it's just adorable. The same kind of adorable. You've got Eleanor and Park and fangirl type adorable YA romancy type plot things. That's this kind of adorable, and it was just gorgeous, and it was just the most fun, and just put such a big smile on my face, and just made me want to eat loads of Oreos, and just, I don't know, be romantically competent or something. It was just gorgeous and lovely, and that was good. Future Sophie here. This video got a little bit long, so I'm going to post the second part next Thursday as like a part 2. So if you would like to
to see more book recommendations, and maybe subscribe, which is something I've never suggested on my videos before, but maybe I should start doing. So yeah, this is part 1. Part 2 will be on next week. Happy reading to you all. Goodbye.